Good afternoon. Welcome, to the afternoon session of From Day One. The courts are in session on this Monday morning. So let's get rocking and rolling, especially because the person we're rocking with today owes me after a serious hatchet job we had to do to the evening episode yesterday. Let's start by heading to Judge Simpson's courtroom.
State of Michigan is now in session. All those having business before the court draw near. The Honorable J. Cedric Simpson presiding.
Good morning, everyone. We need our waiver. It is with great pleasure, Ms. Kirby. We're going to do the waiver today. I understand.
Good morning, Your Honor. Caitlin Kirby on behalf of the people. The people would waive any potential conflict between this court and the public defender's office. Although the people do not believe that there is any conflict, the people make this waiver in avoidance of any doubt.
Thank you. Mr. Brown.
Your Honor, good morning. Lauren Brown, Deputy Chief Public Defender. We likewise waive any potential conflicts. We do not believe.
Okay, right there, he's always cool with this attorney, Lauren Brown. And I think that is an oblique reference to the hot mic from yesterday. Tell me what you guys think in the chat. That's what I think. That's why I think he's laughing at him, because they're old friends, and he knows he knows what happened, and he's just kind of laughing at himself.
All right. Such conflicts exist in this court hearing these matters. If any were to arise, we would waive those.
Court, for its part, does not believe that any conflict exists, either under Michigan court rules or the cases decided thereunder. To the extent one does, given the waivers, the court will consent to hear the matters. The court does call the case of the people, State of Michigan versus Moses Armstrong.
Okay, top center.
Jessica Blanchard on behalf of the people.
Good Judge, Torshio Feaster, Assistant Public Defender, on behalf of Mr. Armstrong. Mr. Armstrong.
The dynamic duo together. Okay, yes, go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Armstrong, please unmute and state your name for the record.
Okay, so here's the deal with Mr. Armstrong. Mr. Armstrong is causing some issues out there. It is a suspicion of port security, and he's just lost the lighting in the room. He may be out. That he is highly intoxicated. I'm not giving him a PBT at this point.
Okay.
I'm going to handle it this way. I'm going to adjourn this out 1 week.
Okay.
Then have him removed from our building.
Okay.
That will give you.
Okay, so later on in this, we have a subset who's underrepresented. I beat this like a hammer constantly. It's going to make Yesenia want to pull her hair out when we get there. It really is.
Oh, you want to beat up Yesenia?
Here's probably the best reason to have an attorney. This guy shows up to court drunk, and the judge extends a great favor to him by adjourning the case and saying, why don't you come back in a week? And why does he do that? Out of professional courtesy for his attorney, who has practiced before him and he likes. If this guy's not represented, he's going to jail right now. No two ways about it. All right, let's carry on.
You an opportunity, I think, Mr. Feaster, to explain to your client proper protocol when coming to the court.
Thank you, Judge. I will work on that. Really appreciate it.
That is the last nice thing I'm going to do today. Probable cause conference will be adjourned to June 23rd, 2022, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. If you could send a message to court security to have him removed from the room forcibly if necessary. He needs to leave our building. Thank you.
Great morning. All right.
Okay.
I am Judge Lanice Bryant. Welcome to the 36th District Court.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're at
You are
36th District Court.
Where
are we at?
You are at 36th District Court.
Where are we?
You are at 36th District
Where are we, Judge?
Court.
What number is that?
Okay, so this was just this is very brief. We're in 36th District Court. Of course, we're not in front of Lanice Bryant. We're in front of the Chief Judge of the 36th District Court, and he's a no-nonsense guy. They aren't that amazing, but I just, I like any excuse to visit the 36th District Court because, then
Because we're at the 36th District Court, correct?
But these are, it's not outrageous, but the names of these are two of the first three defendants, and the names both have issues. Let's just carry on.
36th District Court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You have law.
Hey, Cal.
Good morning. Hey, Gregory Allen, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Take off your hood.
You're in front of the court.
Sir Gregory Allen, you guys got to tell me. You got to tell me in the chat or in the comments. Is that really his name? Is he
Unfortunately, Mike, yeah.
Did his mother give him the first name, sir? It could go either way. But I'm looking at that thinking that's pretty out there. I don't know if he did it or mom did it. I don't know.
My money's on he did it.
And by the way, he's charged with concealed carry, and here's another little thing: if you don't want to look like a hood,
Don't be a hood.
Like a court. All right, let's carry on.
Hey, call Sir Gregory Allen, please.
Calling case number 2158812, People versus Sir Gregory Kurt Allen Jr. Defendant is charged with one count, carrying a concealed weapon. Defendant is scheduled today for a probable cause count.
We are ready on Sean Love and Tanya Boyd.
Okay. This guy's name is Sean Love, which is not that strange, in and of itself, but that's not his name. And this little bit, I don't know why. You'll see. I'll just see it play out. This isn't. I found this interesting that this was two of the first three defendants. Just like what is going on? But this whole concept reminds me. I can't even think of the movie. You know the guy who got the fake ID under the name McLovin from Hawaii?
Oh, Superbad.
That's Superbad. You got
Superbad
a
scenario in the 36D. Let's go.
Let's go. Said Lloyd and Boyd.
Love and Boyd.
Call Love, please.
He's a attorney.
Calling case number 2158786, People versus Sean Love, a.k.a. Sean Pippins. Defendant is charged with one count, carrying a concealed weapon. Defendant is scheduled today for a probable cause count.
No leisure on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nicole James, appearing on behalf of Mr. Love. Judge, my client's name is Sean Pippins, and he indicated that he told the officers that, and they still put his name down as Love. So I'm asking the court to make that correct.
Why? People tell me in the chat.
Can you put that in the chat so we can put it in the file? Sir, state your name for the record.
I'm Sean Pippins.
Oscar says hit like and subscribe.
Mike, what do we do with the doggies?
Hit the bell notification. Thanks, Oscar. I appreciate that.
Recalling number 6 on the docket, People versus Bobby Cunningham, 22147 FH.
Lou Danner for the people.
Yes, Counsel Cunningham here.
Your
Honor, it's my understanding that Mr. Cunningham is representing himself. As this is the start of a new proceeding, the people just ask that the defendant be advised of his rights to
Do
representation.
not be stupid.
All right, so you know there's trouble right away. I actually did one on this. I also poached that from Old Squishy Gardner. This is and he, believe it or not, he's better in this hearing than he was in that one. That one was worse. That was the continuance of this hearing.
Oh, is that guy?
This guy is out there, but you know you're in trouble when he puts Counsel Cunningham. He's not an attorney. He's representing himself, but of course he goes full sauce and tries to talk down to the judge here. It's maddening, but it's fun.
Mine's on my rights for representation right now, waiting for the subpoena to come back.
So I'm asking the court for a adjournment until the 31st or a little bit after the 31st of May, considering the subpoena has not came back and nobody has not contacted me since I put the subpoena in. If y'all need a reference of basically when the subpoena was sent out, that would be I can send that to you. And then also as far as the original witness, it's not on the witness list. The accuser, quote unquote. And then also, Your Honor, I was supposed to ask for a motion for the case in whole with the videotapes and the transcripts, which still has not been sent out to me. So I'm also waiting for that as well, Your Honor.
Okay, so this guy, you can see where he's going. I've had him on before.
He's an idiot.
He's deliciously awful. But this I'm enjoying because Ksenia, by the way, she does all my stuff and she's like fantastic with like English and like punctuation and all this stuff. She proofreads everything. You guys know what it's like because she hasn't been proofreading my YouTube stuff, so you know I'm a hot mess. You can imagine the task she's got before her, okay? But this guy, there are two things. His grammar is atrocious, and I know that's going to make you nuts.
Yeah.
Ksenia, I apologize for you to have to deal
insists
with
on
him.
representing himself, and that's those are two things that are just going to make you lose your mind.
No bueno. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Mr. Cunningham, it's generally considered to be a very bad idea to represent yourself. I want to advise you that if you do choose to represent yourself, that you're held to the same standards as an attorney. And as you know, attorneys go to school for years to learn how to do what they do.
Yeah, we do.
I won't be able to help you to
Practice law, man.
represent yourself or to follow the rules.
Practice law, you don't need to be a part of the bar association. Sorry. I already looked that up. Unless Mr. Ludan can show me a license, and I'm not talking about a bar license as well, I would dearly appreciate that as well. But yes, I'd rather represent myself.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to show me a license,
What kind of license are you?
I'm talking about the practice law, man. I'm talking about the practice law. You don't have to have a license to practice law. I mean, this is not the first time I've been in front of you.
I know that, sir. You said that you wanted to see a copy of Mr. Danner's license.
Okay, well, you just kind of. I mean, I'm not taking this as a threat or anything, but you stated it because he went to law school or whatever. That basically, I still don't know my rights, man. Yeah. So one of my rights is basically, yes, ma'am.
I'm required by law to advise you that it's a bad idea for you to represent yourself. I'm not doing it to threaten you or intimidate you or scare you or anything else. I'm doing it because I'm required to.
Well, ma'am, I'm going to ask this question.
Okay, you see the tenor of this, and I really enjoyed this call, and shout out to Old Squishy Gardner for finding this, because I didn't even know about this call. It's in Washtenaw County. This guy gets kicked off U of M campus where I actually went to school undergrad. It's pretty funny, but I also absolutely love this prosecutor, Lou Danner, who's I've had him on 3 or 4 videos. He's so professional and so nice. And then this judge, same thing. He's like the worst sort of pro se said, but he's dealing with the wrong people. I mean, they are like top notch. Like nobody's buying anything. It's beautiful.
They're not buying anything.
Yeah, ma'am. Is that advisement privately or commercially? Is that advisement privately or commercially? Is that advisement privately or commercially? Are you advising me commercially or privately? You just stated advising.
I'm advising you on the record.
Basically, an attorney.
I'm advising you on the record.
So would that be privately or would that be commercially, ma'am?
It's neither. It's on the record. Right.
How is it neither on the record when basically
Because he's an idiot.
You're not my attorney, so how can you advise me to do anything?
There are lots of things.
It's a question, ma'am. It's a question, ma'am. I'm just asking. How can you advise me to do anything unless you're a representative
unless you some type of representative, have some type of contract with the Cunningham party, let me know, ma'am. Unless other than that, you're an arbitrator.
But Mr. Cunningham, every time that you appear in front of me when you're representing yourself, I'm going to give you the same advice, which is that you would be better served by having an attorney. I have to do that. Excuse me, sir.
Sir, shut up.
Give me a minute to talk. Every time you appear in front of me representing yourself, I'm going to advise you again that it's a bad idea. I'm going to advise you again that you'll be held to the same standard as an attorney. And I'm required to do that. If it becomes a problem for you that I advise you that you'd be better served by having an attorney, then we're not going to get along very well, sir. I'm doing what I am required to do by law, which is to advise you on the record that you would be better served by having an attorney. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to do it every time that you appear.
But to get along, first of all, to get along and be in basically correct court proceedings and facts will be two different things, man. So to get along,
I didn't ask you anything, sir.
It sounds like a threat. Excuse me.
I did not ask you anything.
I just listened to what you had to say, man. I'm cutting you off. I just went through this with Miss Perry, man.
Okay, I mean, this goes without saying, but yeah, I mean, you can attest to this. I would be in cuffs.
Yeah.
If I tried this.
Yeah, you'd be behind bars at this
I've had to
point.
read as a doctor, and like so she's been in court with me, seen me dealing with judges. If I acted this way,
You'd be in jail.
Right. Immediately. I mean, this is only because
he's an idiot.
Sympathetic that they allow this to go on, but it's too good.
She's too I don't know. she's handling it well, but she's getting there like.
She's getting there. She's getting there. I could name some judges and I won't, and Cindy knows what I'm talking about. That even this guy would be rung up right now.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
All right.
I was only stating my claim, man. I thought it was my turn to talk. If it's not my turn to talk, just let me know. I thought it was my turn to talk.
It's not your turn.
If it's not, just let me know. But I thought it was my turn to talk. You just interrupted me.
What do you want to say to me, sir?
You want to say?
I just said what I was saying. I was trying to get adjournment until May 31st to basically I get the information back from the subpoenas. And I'm actually basically Lou Dang, the attorney, to actually have the original witness, Calvin Kleinhoff, on his witness list, man. That's all I'm asking. Other than that, I'm not asking anything else.
Your Honor,
Yes.
two things. First, if Mr. Cunningham would like an adjournment of this matter, I have no objection to Mr. Cunningham receiving an adjournment of this matter whatsoever. Secondly, the people are under no obligation whatsoever unless this matter is set for trial to produce any witness unless there is an evidentiary hearing in which there's a motion that is filed for an evidentiary hearing requesting the admission of an individual party who will be considered a res gestae witness to this matter. As there has been no articulation as such, and as Magistrate Garwood is not a party to the case, and also since Officer Kavanaugh, I believe in this case, would only be the officer who swore out the information, or in this case, the complaint. In this case, that Mr. Cunningham, would you mind 1 second, sir? Would you mind 1 second? Thank you, sir. So, Your Honor, if Mr. Cunningham wants a trial to be able to exercise the court's authority of subpoena, then he can request a trial date and then try to have that occur. Or he can file the proper motion, as I am in receipt of a motion that is not the proper motion to file, nor is the relief that he is seeking such relief that this court would have the authority to grant. So it is my understanding that even if he wanted the adjournment or whatever subpoenas to go out or anything of that nature, that would be a non-starter, as that is not what would occur, as none of this was properly done.
Okay, so here we go, and this is why I like this guy so much. First of all, this whole speech is basically aimed at him. The judge knows all this already. The judge knows it, but she may not be specific because she's got 100 cases on her call, so we might be raising something to her attention, but she's not confused as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
What he's saying is, hey, big dummy, if you don't have a trial date, you can't subpoena anything. And he's actually being really super nice. He could just, not mention it and just not not respond to anything.
Right.
Show up in court and say, I'm sorry, you don't have any evidence, I'm going to hammer you. Senseless. Those are the options before him. He is literally putting on the record that for him, and he's doing it because it'll move things along. And it's very appropriate. But this guy is all offended by it.
Yeah.
And he because he doesn't know any law, But it was just kind of fun to watch. So, all right, let's carry on.
Thank you, Mike.
According to the court rules or case law. So, but if he does want a trial, or if he can request a trial, and then he would be able to subpoena witnesses to be there to testify at a trial, as the court would fully advise him of that right. Beyond that, Your Honor, I am not in receipt of any intelligible motion in which he has stated any kind of claim in which this court could grant any relief.
Okay, we'll adjourn to May 31.
Excuse me, ma'am. I wasn't done talking, ma'am. If you look at first the document, A1 basically sent to the Cunningham party. What was it? October 26, 2020. Basically, you look at A1 evidence. The states on there, Ryan Kavanaugh. He's not an officer. It just states original witness. Now, the original witness, basically, what we haven't had an motion for is basically for the head of the case. I can't think of his name. Matthews. That basically, quote unquote, they tried to amend that him to be the original witness, when basically the original witness was actually Ryan Kavanaugh, who basically is not a complainant officer, is not a officer. He was a regular civilian on the road. That basically they tried to put in after the fact that basically I was not supposed to be on U of M territory, and then they searched my property, and then from there they tried to add in Mr. Matthews as the original witness, when basically he cannot be the original witness if he's in charge of the case.
There's nobody in. There's no distinction of it. I mean, it's as dumb as you think it is. By the way, if you're not an attorney and you're watching this, there's no head of the case distinction, whatever. He's just making stuff up, and it's complete word salad. And I don't do criminal.
Right.
She knows this. I'm never. Although what do I get? I get traffic stuff.
Yeah. The traffic court.
Occasionally I get a traffic court. So, but that's collateral to our case. Like,
right.
It's not even like the main thing. But yes, I walk in there. Yes, I was a prosecutor, so I have some idea. I'm not particularly familiar with Michigan criminal procedure, but I'll tell you who is. Lou Danner. Lou Danner was laying it out, and I am confident. I'm confident that everything he said made sense. As much as I'm confident that everything this guy says doesn't make sense.
Right.
All right.
That's kind of like a contradiction. And then at the same point in time, he did not sign up under penalty of perjury as well. So, I mean, I'm confused here, man.
Yeah.
I bet so.
But I will take the adjournment to May 30, a little bit after May 31st, to find out if I can get the rest of my subpoena to go further or more than that. So if we can go to the subpoena 31st, from there, my motion for a subpoena from there, I will gladly enlighten you about this case.
Ooh.
All right, were you asking for May 31st or another date?
I was asking just a little bit after May 31st will be much appealing over on my side, ma'am.
June 7th, is that all right?
Yes, ma'am. That'd definitely be okay. What time would that be, ma'am?
1:30.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You just beat him up.
All right. Make us big here. Oh, all right. You did a great job.
Thanks.
Driving that. That's your second stream like this, but it was the first time you had to deal with video.
Right. And I was trying to, pay attention, and then over here.
There we go.
Damn it.
You see what's going on here. I'm going to slowly just pass all this off on T-Sunny.
I'm gonna be a pro.
Like
No,
everything else.
you know, but we love you, Tiffany.
All right. So here's what we do now. Thank you all. We're doing all this stuff. So go over there, say star, and then I want you to read the super chats.
Is that all you got tonight,
If you
Mike?
guys have
Or?
questions or whatever, we'll get there. But we want to go through the super chats and deal with that.
Okay. I want to do this one again because I really love that. Night of Me. Mike is buzztastic and only one that can wear a hat.
Yeah, I need to get Fez's down here. The Fez is at my condo.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
People have asked for it.
Get a second Fez,
The
Mike.
Bioexplorer had a student whose mom named him
Fred.
pronounced Shahed. But try calling that out when you call the world.
Let's get out of here before we get in trouble. Thank you, Bioexplorer.
Dave Dalafiore, he's never passed the bar, especially during happy hour. Do you think you could pass the bar during happy hour?
Alright, since all you guys are going to do is your super chats, I will leave you. Of course, that'll wrap up the opening episode of the day party. Come back for a non-hatchet job part B in the evening. And of course, part 2 of the Richard Dolan Artville interview in the overnight. Until then, like, share, and subscribe. Be kind to one another, and always release the Kraken as we march along this afternoon and every afternoon here from day one. Have a great afternoon.